Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, classmates. Our topic for today is parts and functions of the cell. But before that, let us know the meaning of the cell. So, what is a cell? Cells are the basic building blocks of all living things. The human body is composed of trillions of cells. They provide structure for the body, take in nutrients from food, convert those nutrients into energy, and carry out specialized functions. Cells also contain the body's hereditary material and can make copies of themselves. There are 13 parts of cell. The Golgi apparatus, centrosome, cytoplasm, ribosome, lysosome, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, rough endoplasmic reticulum, nucleus, nucleolus, vesicle, membrane, cytoskeleton, and mitochondrion. So let us know the meaning of this. First is nucleus. The nucleus can be thought of as the cell's headquarters. There is normally one nucleus per cell, but this is not always the case. Skeletal muscle cells, for instance, have two. The nucleus contains majority of the cell DNA, or a small amount is housed in the mitochondria, and the nucleus sends out messages to tell the cell to grow, divide, or die. Plasma membrane. Plasma membrane, to ensure its cells remain separate from its neighbor, it is enveloped in a special membrane known as plasma membrane. This membrane is predominantly made of phospholipids, which prevent water-based substances from entering the cell. The plasma membrane contains a range of receptors which carry out the number of tasks, including being gatekeepers. Some receptors allow certain molecules through and stop others. Markers. These receptors act as name badges, informing the immune system that they are part of the organism and not a foreign invader. Communicators. Some receptors help the cell communicate with other cells and the environment. Fasteners. Some receptors helps bind the cell to its neighbors. Cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is the interior of the cell that surrounds the nucleus and is around 80% water. It includes the organelles and a jelly-like fluid called cytosol. Many of the important reactions that take place in the cell occur in the cytoplasm. Lysosome and peroxisomes. Both lysosomes and peroxisomes are essentially bags of enzymes. Lysosome contains enzymes that break down large molecules, including old parts of the cell and foreign materials. Peroxisomes contains enzymes that destroy toxic materials, including peroxide. Cytoskeleton. The cytoskeleton can be considered as scaffolding of the cell. It helps it to maintain the correct shape. However, unlike regular scaffolding, the cytoskeleton is flexible. It plays a role in cell division and cell motility. The ability of some cells to move, such as sperm cells, for instance. Endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum processes molecules within the cell and helps transport them to their final destinations. In particular, it synthesizes, folds, modifies, and transport proteins. Next is Golgi apparatus. Once molecules has been processed by the ER, they travel to the Golgi apparatus. The Golgi apparatus is sometimes considered the post office of the cell, where items are packaged and labeled. Once materials leave, they may be used within the cell or taken outside of the cell for use elsewhere. Mitochondria. Mitochondria, often referred to as the powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria help turn energy from the food that we eat into energy that the cell can use. Adenosine triphosphate or ATP, however, mitochondria have a number of other jobs including calcium storage and role in cell death. The next is ribosomes. Ribosomes. In the nucleus, DNA is transcribed into RNA or ribonucleic acid, a molecule similar to DNA, which carries the same message. Ribosomes read the RNA and translate it into protein by sticking together amino acids in the order defined by the RNA. That's all. Thank you for watching.